Ooh, we got some Latin in this.
So, short version of the story, because my neighbors were stomping around upstairs in the kitchen, my kitchen light fixture fell out of its housing. It was awesome. If I'd been standing under it, I would have had a concussion. For real. Okay?
Weird.
Yeah, no, it sucks. Well, I mean, I think somebody did like a shoddy job of putting it in the housing.
Wait,
Um,
sorry, I couldn't hear what you said there. What was that again?
last night around 10 o'clock, my upstairs neighbors were stomping around in the kitchen. I don't know if they were moving a fridge or what, but it was enough vibrations to dislodge my kitchen lighting, my fluorescent light in my kitchen from it dislodged from its housing, and it was like and it was dangling by the electrical wiring.
Wow.
And if I'd been in there at that moment, it would have given me a concussion for real. Like it would have dropped right on my head, and I probably would have been in the ER. Because this is like a large piece of lighting. So I just wanted to just the level of bullshit is just high right now. I'm super angry, and I have not heard back from the repairman or the management, and I'm angry. And that probably has nothing to do with the stream, but I felt like telling them anyway because I needed to vent.
I wouldn't blame you, really.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah, I'm angry. I'm full of rage. But what better mood to play a game? How are you all?
My sister
we're
one day
doing.
saw me playing Planetside 2, and she's like, "Rough day at work." I guess, well, I'm not really like that when it comes to first-person shooters, but yeah, why not? I don't play games to vent. I just play them to have fun, and learn. But
Yeah.
and my sister says, I gotta find out what is it in your life that you use when you want to vent, though.
Game.
Oh. Okay.
Yes, game time.
Oh my God!
We're
It's
in Cyber Heaven?
it's Heaven's OS.
Oh god.
Starting child process? Okay.
I know a little bit about this game. I don't know a lot.
I know
I've played
nothing
it.
at all.
All I know is that there's a cat in it.
It's philosophical. There's a cat in it and also robots.
Yeah. And holy music. Or in this case,
Yes.
Latin.
And textures.
Behold, child, you are risen from the dust, and you walk in my garden. Hear now my voice, and know that I am your maker, and I am called Elohim. Seek me in my temple, if you are worthy.
You're not worthy.
Okay.
I am not worthy, master.
So the mechanics of this game are pretty simple. You have a bunch of objects that have specific effects on things like gates and eventually other elements that are going to come. So first one that we find is the jammer. Use a jammer
Okay.
on an electrical element and it will make it stop working.
Nice.
Oh,
this
voice
music
actor
already-
sounds familiar.
There's another one of the objects.
Is he the
a
Emperor from
mine.
Path of Exile?
That's what I was. That's where my
That looks
mind
like
was
an-
going.
That looks like an angry sphere.
Yes, it is. You do not want to be near it.
Gonna shoot
You can tell
with
it's
a
angry
turret.
because its lights are red.
Oh, there's another one. The automatic gun.
Is someone there?
Are you, friend? I see you.
So, like, this is one of the first things about this game is that you're going to be juggling these objects a lot.
Jammer juggling. I like it.
Oh, but this music would get me playing it all day,
You
honestly.
also have QR codes everywhere.
Oh, let me get my phone. Hold on. Let me.
You can read most of them, just highlighting.
Oh, you're reading them. Okay, that's
Yes.
what the captions.
Yeah, I don't know how many of them actually work.
There's a couple of them that you need to use your phone to do because it doesn't show you in game. Because I don't know where I am, but there is something beautiful about this place. I will explore and see what I can discover.
Interesting.
They're all signed. Some of them actually have names. But it's just
Nice.
17.1.0054.
So, if I were to use my cell phone on that right now, what happens?
Terrible things.
Oh.
All across this land, I have created trials for you to overcome. And within each, I have hidden a sigil. It is your purpose to seek these sigils, for thus you will serve the generations to come and attain eternal life.
Is he talking about the QR codes when he says sigils?
No,
No,
you'll see them.
sigils are different things. They look like Tetris blocks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're Tetronomos.
Nice.
Okay, so currently I am doing the sequence breaking thing that they don't expect you to do early on. I can just, like, you can just jam the thing from far away and just keep taking these.
They can literally snipe.
Rick's going for the speed run, folks. Pro strats.
I just remember, like, all the basics of this. This took me...
It's funny, yeah. It is funny how big of a speed game this is, though, because, I mean, a lot of these things are just, like, 6-foot-high walls are all that are keeping you from getting to the next area. And so it's a lot of just short little hops here and there, and then, oop, you're out of bounds.
It's just like real life. 6-foot walls keep me out of everything.
You can't take the elements through the purple stuff.
Portal rules.
Yep. I was waiting for
Yeah.
something like that.
Peepo.
And that you
Yeah,
can't
you
go
go
through, but
through
you can
here.
set stuff through it.
This
Yeah.
one does not actually have the purple.
It's kind of
right
a portal-ish
here.
game,
It's right
isn't it?
over here.
Just rustic.
But I can actually shoot it through the purple.
Hmm.
Helps me sequence break, which lets you do the tricks that get you the special stuff.
Oh, you know what? Let me announce it over in the Discord.
L block.
The shapes you are collecting are not mere toys. They are the sigils of our name. Each brings you closer to eternity.
So you're saying we're gonna build Tetris, eh?
We're not toys, okay? These are serious religious artifacts.
Yes. Religious. Tetris is religion, guys. Don't forget it.
I'm sure it is to somebody.
I'm sure a bunch of 1980 nerds.
Oh, they're isn't there like a college humor video about Tetricles, the god of Tetris? Anyone
I
remember that?
would not be shocked.
I'm pretty sure
that, but that sounds
Also,
yeah, like something I'd seen in, like, a Penny Arcade comic.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go find that.
Nice.
I used to hear people joke about that back then, but I'm sure it's a real thing. But not serious. It's just something funny.
take jammer and point it gun.
Essential.
Okay, yeah,
tenet.
I found it.
Nice. The central tenet of Tetrism is to make all the pieces of your life fit together. Then you're clear.
Can take an extra jammer into here. Not sure what for. Pretty sure it was for some reason.
Resupplies.
Is it possible in this game for the jammers to be destroyed?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's possible for you to be destroyed.
I don't want to be destroyed.
It would have happened if I did not actually jam the guns in the mines.
And yeah, when the Lowen voice said trials in particular, I'm like, yep, that's the Emperor from Path of Exile.
Nice.
He says that word a lot.
Okay, let's go in here.
He's got that very
Cool.
imposing old world voice.
You need a certain level of like deep gravel to it.
The mines always follow a fixed path. If they can.
They're not mines, they're robot buddies. Go up and hug one.
Robots need love too.
If there was ever a game where that was an appropriate idea, this is it.
Miller, are you saying you don't love robots?
I do love robots.
But do you really
I have
love
love,
robots?
death, and robots.
Would you date a robot?
Ooh, asking the hard questions.
Yeah.
Is it a
You
cute
will not
robot?
need this sigil to open the gate to my temple.
Is it a
But may serve
robot?
in times of trouble.
Would,
I
date,
remember
would, you
these
date
robots.
Is
your,
it an anti-droid? Because then I have a good idea of what we're dealing with.
would you date your own Robo-Sona? Asking the tough questions.
Only your
The
ego.
question is, would
handle
they
it.
date me?
Well, if I can picture myself in my ego disco, they'll be saying, "Hey, would you be my player too?" And I say, "Yes." Sweet.
I think they're obliged to date you. Isn't that one of the laws of robotics?
A switch out of reach.
A robot must date its maker. It's just a rule.
It's the fourth law of robotics.
It's the one invented by the creepy fanfiction writer.
It's it's the 34th law of robotics.
Oh God, no! Oh, that makes so much sense, and yet it's so wrong.
They use a switch to switch off things like the guns.
A switch switches, just as a toast toasts. Wait.
Well done, child. Only one more sigil is needed.
I don't want only one more sigil. I want all the sigils.
You get nothing, you lose. Good day, sir.
Rick, don't be greedy.
Outnumbered.
God, you ever want snacks like just after you've had dinner, and just like there's no reason for it, and you're just like, stop it, brain, and your brain's like, no, I'm not. Go get some snacks.
There might be a reason for it.
There probably is. Whatever. I just love food,
need-
right?
Just need a couple more calories for the day.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm bad about that because I usually eat only like twice a day. So there's very often where it's like 10, 11
My
p.m. and
temple
I'm like,
awaits
I'm
you,
hungry.
child.
Why?
Go
Oh yeah, I've only
forth.
eaten like 1,200 calories today.
Nice.
My
Oh, I go to
child,
your temple.
you do not need to collect all sigils at once.
But I wanna.
You are free to return to this place whenever you choose.
Let's see, I'm gonna go cheese this one a bit.
Rick does cheese.
God just getting progressively more sassy with you.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Go get the other one and see if I can stop the other mine. The answer is maybe, but
Definitely, maybe.
That's a definite maybe there, George.
You are most diligent. Perhaps this trait will serve you well in times to come.
Yeah, diligent.
He's like, not that I'm foreshadowing anything. Definitely not. Yeah, I'm just speaking rhetorically.
Lime piece.
Look at that.
Oh god, my mind is Tetris now.
Eyes have been opened. This world is not without order. It is shaped by a great designer with signs importance to guide my steps. I am one of his children, and my challenges are set before me to test my faith. One with faith. Version 10.1.011. Whatever the end goal of this grand challenge is, it's far out of reach. Knowing that, how are we supposed to resist distraction? Version 17.
The quick answer is you don't. You give in, finish the distraction, and then pound the objective to the ground.
Exactly.
Here's about,
Better-
like, half of this game.
Wow, it's like
I'm looking at a
80%
Commodore right
The
now.
Milton Library Assistant. As
ASDFN. Yes. Awesome.
World, unknown command. What's this?
Print me out $1 million bill.
Basic terminal
no
commands
fooling.
are list, display, list of available resources, open file name, help, run MLA, exit. Loading Milton Library Assistant. Hello guest, how can I help you today? Your query, ASFA. I'm sorry, but what you just wrote is nonsense. I respond best to subject, verb, object syntax.
No.
Do you understand what I say?
Can you help me? That is what I'm here for. What would you like help with?
Are you able to take offense to a pointless contraption?
What was the first word of the last sentence you wrote? I'm sorry, I'm only able to process and respond to basic subject, verb, object syntax. Are you able to take offense, you pointless contraption? You cannot insult me. Describe your functions. The Milton Library Assistant is designed primarily to sort and classify data in the library archive. Secondarily, it facilitates user interaction with library resources via intuitive human language interface. It also provides powerful networking and troubleshooting functions.
Oh geez, I feel like a tech support agent again. I am one.
Okay, how old are the library archives? Library resource publishing dates range from 1st of July 1995 to 27th of June 23F.
Ooh.
Your query.
Ah.
23F instead of 23X. What are these
When I say
terminals?
words like networking and troubleshooting function, it reminds me of work.
Terminals provide access to the library resource archive. How long has this system been running? System has been active for 9999 years.
Okay.
So, it's a bit of a Portal 2 situation here. What is the current status of the library agent archive? There are 47 million resources in the archive, taking up 5.4212750 petabytes of disk space. That is approximately the size of 30 billion photos, 7 million minutes of HD video, the entire internet in 2003. However, the majority of library resources are corrupted or invalid. 10.6954751 gigabytes of uncorrupted resources are indexed. What caused the data corruption? Progressive data corruption is inevitable in any system over time. Additionally, a large number of inconsistencies were detected during sorting, leading to greater than average data invalidation. Forget the library, can you respond to queries on the outside world? My knowledge is limited to the data in the library archive. You can ask about other topics, but my responses may be limited. Who is Elohim? Elohim is a noun for God or gods in modern and ancient Hebrew. What am I? You are logged in with a guest account. Where am I? You are currently in a support session with the MLA Human Language Interface module. Your library archive session may be resumed at any time.
Hmm. Figure it out. .eml.
Welcome.eml.
Ooh.
From Nadia Sarabai at Institute for Applied In% to Alexander Drennan at something nomadics. Well, subject, welcome to the team. Hi again. I'm sorry if I was a little odd at the meeting. I know you were nervous, but the truth is that so was I. This may be hard to believe, but you intimidate me. You're so young and you've already accomplished so much. If the situation wasn't grim, I might even be jealous. There's also something I wanted to clarify. I realize that, nominally speaking, I'm head researcher here, but this is your project and everyone will respect that. And yes, I know, you're not used to working like this, but as of today, you're in charge. No pressure. Grin. Let's do this, Nadia.
Ooh.
Athena 6. Chapter 6, Athena in the Garden of Hesperides. Something did not trust them. But they moved with such grace, such nobility, that it was hard not to follow them further into this strange garden of gears and cogs. They led her to a place where the crowns of the brass trees seemed to grow together, forming a kind of chamber strangely reminiscent of a chapel. In the middle of this chamber grew a smaller tree, made of bright blue steel, and upon this tree grew a single golden apple. This apple, the nymphs said in unison, their eyes aglow, confers the gift of deathlessness and true wisdom. Many heroes and not a few villains have come to claim it, but all faltered in the final step. For you must know that deathlessness reveals the mortality of the world, and the true wisdom its unending folly. Who would take this burden upon themselves? Some say that Heracles, gazing upon the stars, and wept.
Okay.
A lot of these are corrupted, so. From something Lee to some IP address, subject F6E. The way I see it, the world doesn't come with a manual. You gotta figure it out for yourself. A bit here, a bit there, put it together, try to make sense of it. I'm pretty sure there is a truth, but that doesn't mean everyone who claims to know it really does. Then again, that doesn't have to be a bad thing. We live in an amazing world, and searching for the truth can be a real adventure. Plus, it's good for the brain. Anyway, just some rambling thoughts from your old man. Don't let this stuff get you down. You're all young, you've got loads of time to figure it all out. Love, Dad.
Ah.
They did not have loads of time to figure it all out.
They did not. Okay, that's it for this turn.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
Hooking a sleeping lion.
Sleeping lion, eh?
Yeah. Need to get both jammers. You can't take the jammer without making sure that another one's trained on it.
Oh no, it's the
Step
straight
into the light,
line.
child, and my temple will be revealed to you.
I don't wanna. I wanna run around the garden. Whee!
It is very pretty.
That's super pretty.
Take the L.
Always I want to be with you and make believe with you and live in harmony of the outside.
Sorry. Just had a little erasure
Balls.
moment there. Balls.
Look, this isn't here.
This doesn't have the monopoly on balls.
I
There's
am.
balls for everybody.
There's one star. You can see it right there. Gotta get the star.
One whittle
I
baby
do not
step.
remember where it is.
Don't either. I think I looked up a guide to find the stars in this game.
I had to do that for several of the puzzles, but...
Do you ever get to see the robot, like what it looks like?
Yeah. You can see it in, like, mirrors at some point. I think you might be able
Nice.
to... Nope, can't see the reflection.
Forgot
There's
how
some
the
objects
music
you
in
can
this game
stand on.
was.
This game is really chill. This is like what I would have on my laptop on a long flight.
Pretty sure the star is somewhere down here. The robots kind of look like the robots from the Will Smith movie I, Robot.
I
I
mean,
don't know that.
I
they're
haven't seen that in a
basic
long time.
android or basic android looking thing. I wouldn't say they look like that movie.
You know what? I'm looking at. I googled it, and I could kind of see it a little bit, sort of.
They look like the shitty robots from that movie, right? Because they had like the main character robot who was like white plastic or whatever,
Right.
and then there was like the shitty robots that people had in the backgrounds that they were trying to replace.
Yeah,
It looks
yeah,
like those ones.
the mass produced. Yeah.
Yeah, they're a bit more blocky and stuff.
Oh, I think I... or something. There.
Nice.
Yep, the star's right there.
Hooray.
You walk now upon the stones of my temple, whence many gates lead. And know that I have other temples, for my garden is greater than your eye can encompass. And all these worlds I made for you.
World
Let
2.
this be our covenant. These worlds are yours, and you are free to walk amongst them and subdue them. But the great tower, there you may not go. For in the day that you do, you shall surely die.
Being a little on the nose here.
Ah.
Oh, great.
Unrecognized error detected.
But what about... I like my
Library
local
archive
disk.
is currently unavailable while system resources are redirected to handle incoming network messages. Uses Access COM portal to command the access network functions.
God's torrenting.
Network inaccessible. Countered unknown errors. Run MLA troubleshooter. Loading Milton Library Assistant. Hello guest, is there something you'd like help with today? About Milton Library Assistant. The MLA program is designed to facilitate user interaction with the resource library. It is achieved by providing powerful sorting and troubleshooting functionalities delivered via an intuitive human language interface. I think you'd like help accessing network functions. The most common cause of network problems is holding insufficient account privileges. Please insert the admin password to authenticate your privileges. Let me in. Checking password. Admin password incorrect.
I bet it's
Three.
admin.
Admin. No. Login aboard. Too many failed attempts. Would you like to create a new admin account? Yes. In order to prevent unauthorized access to admin controls, please take a moment to prove you are not a bot. Loading certification program. Certification program loaded. You will now be asked a series of inputs. To cohere with data protection legislation, you must consent to have your responses used to develop a broad psychometric profile. Raw response data will be deleted immediately. Your profile will only be made available to other administrators. Generating certification Part 1. Part 1 ready for user input. Please complete all fields. Please answer quickly and instinctively. Time is a factor in this assessment. Begin certification program. Yes. 3, 2, 1. 2 plus 2. Face. What best describes a person? Human being.
Miserable pile of secret.
You're walking through the desert, come across a thirsty traveler. His eyes bulge slow with dehydration. You have water, but you're not sure how far it is to the next oasis. What do you do?
One of these
Offer half the
answers
water.
not like the other.
Part 1 certification process is now complete. You will receive notification when Part 2 has been generated. Ian.email. From Frank Ngadi to Miles Ngadi, Dan Ngadi. Subject Ian. My first day at the Institute for Applied Noematics. On the way to work, I'm terrified. What if they don't like me? What if they're all geniuses and I'm a complete buffoon? Maybe they were just kidding about letting me work here. Trembling, I walk in, and right at the entrance there's a life-size poster of Jeff Goldblum. What the hell? Then I get it. Institute for Applied Noematics. Ian. Dr. Ian Malcolm from Jurassic Park movies. Jeff Goldblum. Dr. Sarabi shows up, smiling. We were trying to find a cool acronym back when the Institute was founded, she said. Enan? Iepen? Inapo? Inapno? It all sounded stupid, but we did just want to call it Ian, because, well, that's a name. Then someone made a joke about calling it Jeff, and it kind of stuck. So we're officially called Ian, but if you hear anyone referring to Jeff, that's our internal name, I guess. I know, bloody geeks.
That one sounds like a real life story. Maybe it is.
Athena analysis. Note 1. Novel's first sentence, she woke up in an impossible place knowing nothing, signifies more than the beginning of another amnesia-based mystery, though we should not go so far as to read the entire work as allegory. Rather, while taking the science-fictional novus at the core of the narrative at face value, we should, Note 2, having no inherent knowledge of the nature of the world, forced to rely on what we are told by others and what our own subjective, flawed, limited senses tell us. Social reality, belief, and objective reality matter come into conflict. Note 3, when in Chapter 16, A Second Awakening in the Kingdom of Artemis, the protagonist questions her mentor on the... Note 4, a more meaningful interpretation can only be achieved through synthesis of...
Blank.
Talos Principle, that text. Archive. Stratton of Stegaria. Daguerrea. Bagheera. Whether it is true that Daedalus constructed the giant Talos, or as others say, he was a creation of Hephaestus, what we may be certain is that he was made of bronze and had but one vein within which flowed liquid substance like blood, which some claim was quicksilver, and others assert was ichor such as flows through the veins of the gods. The loss of that liquid caused him to die, as a man dies when he loses his blood. May we not then say that Talos, though created as a machine or toy, had all the essential properties of a man? He moved of his own volition, he spoke and could be spoken to, had wishes and desires, and indeed, in the tale of the Argonauts, that was the cause of his downfall. If, then, a machine may have all the properties of a man, and act as a man while driven only by the ingenious plan of its construction and the interaction of its materials, according to the principles of nature, then does it not follow that man may also be seen as a machine? This contradicts all the schools of metaphysics, yet even the most faithful philosopher cannot live without his blood.
I sure wish Stoker was here.
So yes, the Talos Principle is an actual thing, which is what is the separation metaphysically between the inanimate that appears to be human and the animate.
The condition of life? I mean...
Well, what is life?
What is life?
Biological processes?
Only biological? There's no room to say anything is artificial?
No.
What even is a biological process? Is it not simply the movement of chemicals and electrons in certain patterns?
Face the movement.
Again, this is what this game is, or at least what the Talos Principle posits, is that there is no base definition for life. Therefore, anything could be alive. Since there's no definition for life, there's no definition for what like consciousness is.
Trying not to be pedantic.
Suicide mission.
Please be pedantic. That's the point.
No, it's oh. God.
Okay.
All right. There's no
We're arguing about metaphysics. If there was ever a more pedantic thing you could do.
Okay, yeah. Philosophically, there's no definition for life. Yes, there are biological and chemical definitions, though. You know, I mean, there are ways to
biological and chemical definitions only exist as a matter of what we know already exists. But other forms could exist.
Yeah, I mean,
Or could come to exist.
Great little toaster.
I mean, if you're talking like Boltzmann brains or something, yes, it's possible. I mean, if the argument is that philosophically we don't know that inanimate things aren't also alive, I mean, I think.
Okay.
Oh my god, I need more caffeine.
Burns Jonas is using every ounce of his brain power, and I applaud him for it.
I mean, usually when I do these streams, it's like the end of the day, and I'm like, I've already used all my juice.
Well, what happens when a mind meets a gun?
Ooh, that's exciting.
You'd go boom.
I got your philosophy right here.
Good. You are learning, as is your purpose. But
Oh,
your
do you?
choices must be your own.
Who's your model
Therefore,
mentor? Are you
I will not
Jungian or
guide you.
Freudian?
Unless
Me?
it is necessary.
I usually kind of tend towards Jung's model, but I mean, you know, I don't discount Freudian theory if that's what you're asking.
Right.
You know, I accept that these are just different schemas for, you know, analyzing essentially the same fundamental process. You know, so whatevs. I'm not like I do talk about like, you know, the Jungian unconscious and blah blah blah.
I like this bit of world building right here because this suggests that this building right here did have a puzzle in it at some point.
Nice. But I mean, you know, what about you, Miller? Jung or Freud?
Oh, neither. They're both outdated forms.
Okay. All right, Mr. Postmodern. We're having a philosophical Twitch stream. Yeah.
Again, this is the game that you would do that on.
Yeah,
This one does
no,
not have text. You want to scan it?
Oh, hang on. I got it. Let me get my app up. And what does it say? There are secrets everywhere, sometimes within our very words. I glimpse them. My eyes cannot read them. How can this be? Uriel 4, version 48.2.1073F. Beep boop.
Beep boop.
Beep boop boop bop boo, bop bop.
Log. Cannot load archive. Milton John. That day I oft remember when from sleep I first awakened and found myself reposed, under a shade on flowers, much wondering where and what I was, whence thither brought, and how.
Verily.
Topic 3. One day you discover that you are not a human being, but a machine. Your life so far was real. No one controlled you or programmed you to behave in some specific way. Your physical and mental capacities are identical to those of an organic human being, but you were created in a lab. No one except you knows about this. Your family, your friends, they all think you are a regular human being like themselves. You can continue to live your life the way you have before and nothing would change. How would you react? Pay specific attention to these questions. Does your concept of yourself change? Are you the same person you thought you were? Does your understanding of the world itself change? Do you reveal the information to others, or do you keep it to yourself? Why? 1,500 to 2,000 words. 26 is the final deadline. No extensions will be granted. Submit via email or bada bada bada. ARG Solutions. From Bob Urkovsky to 108 recipients. Subject, Grarg. All these calm people are driving me mad. Have they all suddenly turned into Buddha or something? I didn't know the world had such reserves of serenity. Though these latter-day Gaudamas are at least being somewhat realistic. You know what's even worse? Those paranoid nutters who are building bunkers and collecting guns. What are they gonna do? Shoot blank? Though I have to admit the overall response has been much better than I ever anticipated, to the point where I might be moved by the beauty of humanity if I wasn't such a grumpy old fart. This minority of total idiots is really messing up my final days. Anyway, the reason I'm writing is because I refuse to believe in scenarios with absolutely no solutions. If we all put our heads together, we can figure something out. It'll be crazy, but crazy is better than dead. Crazy is what we do best on this planet. Yeah, this is what the robots look like. We're looking at a recording right now.
Huh. Yeah, that's right. You run.
When I was a little girl, one of our teachers, Mrs. Higgins, told us to make a time capsule, write letters to the future, so one day we could remember what it was like to be children. I thought it was stupid, so I didn't do it, which I really regret. So, I guess I'm gonna make one now. Bury it in the archive instead of under a tree. I don't know if anybody will ever find it, but somehow it seems important to keep talking, to keep thinking, for as long as I can.
Another puzzle in here. The guards must be crazy.
I'll be right back.
Another QR code. I don't know what this place is, and nor does it seem anyone else. Nothing to do but move forward and note whatever I find. Sheep V69.1.0053.
Glitch.
Yeah, you remember what the first computer we ran across said, that the simulation has been losing a lot of data?
Yes.
Inevitable corruption over time. And we have been doing, or the thing has been existing for a seemingly incountable amount of time.
Man, did anybody think about turning it off and on? Jeez.
Okay, back with a snack.
Back with a snack.
That's right.
With a snack, the Jonas attack.
I got all kinds of snacks. Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, good for me.
I've only got
Tempted to
one
make a
kind of
mess.
snack in my pantry right now. We've only got stroopwafels.
Ooh, I love those. Yeah, I usually, for streams, I usually have, like, protein bars, like, celery sticks, stuff like that.
Oh, you've got like good snacks.
Carrot sticks. Well, some of them. You know, I mean, I've got, crackers, too, and dips and whatnot. It kind of depends.
I usually have crispy minis. I used to basically eat sandwiches every night, but no, I said start cutting down on crispy minis.
The one stuff. I remember where it
When-
is.
when we first started, I had more junky stuff, but like, you know, lately I've been trying to just like, since we're doing this, you know, several times a week, I figure, you know, it's probably
There it is.
probably want to. Oh, there we go.
I was trying to sneak jammer out of one of these.
I have crackers that are like really high fiber. Like I have to eat them with water because they're like 90% rope. One of these days, I'm going to pony up and get a mini fridge under the desk. Then I won't have to leave ever.
It's like, don't do that. I think you'll literally never stand up again.
You have to go to the bathroom sometimes.
Well,
Hey, you keep that fridge stocked with like fruit juice bottles, and you're good to go.
I knew it.
Empty it out, fill it up. Empty it out, fill it up. Empty it out, fill it up.
I'm
There
thinking
was
about an
a-
episode on Star Trek where Worf goes a warrior streak.
oh yeah, that's right.
Something strange has come to the world like a distortion, like something that's not supposed to exist. A beautiful voice speaks with it. Bob, V25.
Ooh. Oh, Bob.
That voice is not supposed to be here. It is not the work of the designer. We must avoid these abnormalities, or they might spread and undermine the very fabric of our world. One with faith, V10.1.
Oh, no. They come to ruin the game.
Oh god, there's robot proselytizers.
Yes, they are very annoying. Is a way. Do not remember how to get the star. I will come back for it. Right now, the sigils are the important thing.
Ooh.
This one, two,
The bell tolls.
not yet.
It tolls for thee.
World 3. Attention, Part 2 of the certification program has now been generated. Part 2 has been designed to test the consistency of some of your outlier responses in the previous round. You will be presented with a series of statements. Please indicate your agreement with it, where appropriate. Begin. 1 of 7. Since all human beings are persons, and some human beings have psychological capacities similar to animals, some animals are therefore persons.
Nah.
Oh.
Sure, why not? A person is under no authority other than that to which they consent.
What? No.
Incorrect.
Quality of life of persons ought to be maximized.
I would say
Sure.
3.
Value is discovered. Yes. I
Yes.
suppose so. Persons deserve the talents they were born into. Deserve? No. Liberty of persons ought to be maximized.
Yeah.
Say yes.
I broadly agree.
Value is created.
Yes, I would say yes.
Yeah.
We already said that value is discovered. They're gonna ping us on this. Yes. Also, value is created. Thank you. The certification process is now complete. You will receive a notification when your user profile has been generated. Press any key to exit. AI feedback.
I don't think it's too crazy of an idea that value could be created or not created. Value could be innate in something without having any input.
Depends on what kind of value you're talking about.
Value is something that matters to life. Life has to imbue something with value.
You can value a rock.
No. I don't like rocks.
Okay, we keep discussing what an artificial intelligence would mean to us and how it would change our understanding of the world. That's a great topic, and I think we've covered it extensively. What we've barely mentioned, though, is the other side of the coin. I mean, our lives would still be what they were before, AI or no AI. The question I think we should discuss, even if it's all completely hypothetical, is the perspective of the artificial intelligence itself. What would it be like to be that creature, to suddenly come into being, created by others as an experiment, to have all the information about yourself, to know exactly how you function? What would you think about the world? Would you see meaning, beauty? How would you judge humanity? Where would you see yourself fitting into a grand scheme of things? I think we should try to put ourselves into the shoes of such a being. Dear Alexandra, thank you for your feedback, but this is a philosophy course, not science fiction. That's why I almost gave up on my studies.
Ace.
If philosophy courses don't at least acknowledge science fiction as having interesting ideas, they're not doing their job.
Look, if you want to understand philosophy, you gotta read these 400-year-old books. That's the only way you can do it.
We're blessed to have so many people contributing to this project, but we've got to make sure everyone is on the same page. Please refer to the following people when... Alexandra Drennan, Project Lead, AI Module. Nadia Sarawi, Institute Coordinator. Rob McLean, EL Software. Trevor Donovan, EL Hardware. George Jameson, Generation Module. Alan Jameson, Scenario Module. Bob Rakovsky, Simulation Module. Radia Brickmont, something. Aurora Calvin, Link Hardware. Omar Garib, Link Software, something Lanning. Maintenance Module. J.E. Harrison, Diagnostic something. Frank Ngati, Memory Module. Jared V. Shimlev, FileSys. Sun Wei Yang, Talos Unit, formerly Soma. Though not directly part of our project, the archive team is sharing both physical and digital space with us. If there are any technical issues to resolve, please contact their project lead, Arkady Chernyshevsky. Chernyshevsky. Don't worry, he's nice. Russian names. Straton of Stagaria, 311 to 254 BC, was a Greek materialist philosopher associated with the Peripatetic school. An admirer of Aristotle, he was a proponent of empiricism and a fierce critic of philosophy that placed belief before observable truths. Though unpopular with many of his peers for his often acerbic personal manner, his commentaries on Aristotle were considered an important work. Much of his writing was lost in the destruction of the Library of Alexandria.
Dang old destruction of the Library of Alexandria keeps creeping its ugly head in throughout history.
Dash for later. have to be careful with some of these, because sometimes there's just like a mine immediately around the corner. Like that.
Yeah.
Okay, was there any other stuff around? Go this way. Only the exit. The door is locked. Keys.
Oh, wait, I just realized you still haven't set the Midnight Society.
Oh,
Do
whoops. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me change that.
Oopsie. Me a little ducky wucky.
We were getting too physiological, and we forgot about the other philosophy. Update the Twitch.
I already have the Talos Principle 2, even though that doesn't even have a release date still.
Nice.
Who dat? It's Stoker.
Oh, it's
Stoker.
bad. Who's muted?
He's muted.
Son of a batch. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Welcome to the Talos Principle.
Yay! Glad to be here. Sorry that I am a tad later than usual.
Get to
Better
look
late
at
than
pretty
never.
ruins.
Yay, ruins. I love ruining things. Like conversations.
So basically, you're a robot collecting Tetris blocks, and there's like Cylon orbs that are assholes, and camera things that you can set up in different places, and also
And, yeah, and
Quizzes.
God's here.
Lots of quizzes.
Oh, okay.
and God's kind of a
So
dick
aside from all that, what's the game about?
stuff.
Duh.
It's philosophy.
Yeah, metaphysical. What is a human?
Oh, that's right up my alley. Just ask anyone. Hey Jonas,
like-
is this kind of thing up my alley?
Yeah, it's right up your alley.
See? I told you could ask anyone, and Jonas isn't anyone.
Also, there's explosions.
Louis.
Did you say there's explosions?
Yes.
I did.
There need to be more explosions in puzzle games, in my opinion.
True.
Explosion.
We need a philosophical FPS.
Philosophical FPS. Isn't that just, frickin', whatchamacallit?
Yes.
You know, thingamadoo.
Yeah.
Who's a mawachi?
Well
This
said.
star's pretty easy.
Thingamaflang.
There's another star
You know-
in this level that's really stupid and annoying. I don't remember how to get it, and I don't care. I'm going to look it up at some point.
But Rick.
Because it
valid.
has something to do with these pillars. There's some kind of puzzle that doesn't make any sense.
There are a lot of those in video games, I've found. Especially that one, you know, the one with all the stuff in it.
Yeah. I like games with stuff.
This is a call-out post against that game.
Yeah, that game was really problematic when it came out. Like, it did that thing, and everyone was talking about it for so long.
Yeah. I can't believe they did that thing.
Yeah. With the content.
That thing you do.
The counsel of my blessed messengers must.
So,
be
how's everyone
earned.
doing tonight?
We're good.
I was gonna say.
No messenger will aid you until you have discovered their resting place. Return here then to seek their counsel. Autoresponder. I spent much time waiting for the designer to take my hand until I realized that he had been guiding me all along. I realized that it isn't for me to seek his help, it is for me to help myself. One with Faith V10.
I see.
This game's kind of weirdly religious.
Yes, we hear the voice of God.
Yeah.
It happens.
Specifically, Jewish God.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Elohim.
It happens. Just ask Moses. You can make a religion out of this.
He told us to enjoy these worlds, partake in the puzzles of them, attempt to conquer them, and absolutely do not ever, ever go in the tower.
We haven't seen the tower yet, but it's something.
If you go in the tower, you will die. Oh,
I mean,
Miller,
that happens too.
explain the actual Talos Principle as Stoker again. Like, how did you phrase it again? Like there's no way to philosophically.
There's no single way. Yeah, it was. There's no single way to define what life is and what existence is. Therefore, the Talos Principle posits that. Hold on. I'm actually gonna look this up so I can like stop just like coming up with something off the top of my head.
Quick to Wikipedia. It's an infallible source.
Wikipedia.
Yes. Okay.
Okay,
Oh,
it takes its name from Talos of Greek mythology, who was a
Right.
giant mechanical man made out of brass, and he had veins in his body that had either quicksilver or ichor or something in them.
Right.
And when his body got broken one time, this fluid fell out of the veins in his body and he perished. He just stopped
As
working.
you do.
And so the contention is the Talos Principle is that Talos was alive. He was a man that, same as any other living man, died when he bled out. Even though he was mechanical, made of brass, and was not born from a mother or father, did not undergo any biological processes, he was alive. He was a person.
Right. Seems
So-
reasonable.
That's what this game seems to be maybe trying to talk about is if you robot and robot think it alive, is robot alive?
Nope.
Jonas, you monster.
Yeah, I went there.
Yeah.
I'm writing
Jonas.
your call post right now.
Star Trek is ashamed of you, Jonas.
Robots are dumb.
Jonas, what if we have robots in the audience?
Well, it's Twitch, so we probably do. But okay.
Think
Yes,
of
where's
their
the-
little
where's the
body
drum?
feelings.
Oh, I remember.
Look,
The bots
The
are
only-
never that, Jonas.
the only robots that have feelings are usually the evil ones. Okay, I saw Prometheus.
They saw Prometheus.
You don't want to give robots feelings. That's like the fastest way to make them evil.
Look, you've
What if
watched
I
too much
like evil
Terminator.
robots, Jonas?
Well,
I mean, a
What
robot
if
that
some
all
of
it
my
does is
best
feel
friends-
pain. Why?
What? What if some of my best friends are evil robots, huh? Did you ever stop to think about that? No,
Well, I
you
have
only think
now.
about yourself.
What if the real robots were the friends we made along the way?
What if the real friends were the robots we made along the way?
It's a paradox.
That's where you have two docks right next to each other, right?
Yeah. Wait, what happened to Ray?
I ate him.
Aw. Rude.
Every time you see the robot like moving towards the gun, I just in my head it keeps playing the dibbidi-boo-bop.
Nice.
Let's see, it's clear I'm not the first to walk this path. In fact, the whole thing seems to have been consciously designed. But by the voice in the sky or some other force. Sheep, V6 9.1.
Next they're gonna say it's something wild, like it was some kind of Croatian video game development team.
Croatian, you said?
Yes. This game was made in Croatia.
By
Was it?
Team.
Well, you know what
People
else
made
is
Serious Sam.
Croatia.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
As I was joking earlier, the big thing with their games and a lot of the stuff they do is everything is recycled. Everything is recycled. They make very little original stuff for each
Yeah,
game.
like these jammers and several of these elements, these are new. But the guns, those were made for Serious Sam 3.
Oh, okay.
I believe it started because they were working on Doom 3, and then that got canceled. And then they took the assets from that and made the original Serious Sam, and they've just kind of been reusing assets since then.
Nice.
I mean, it happens. I can certainly understand why you would want to do that.
That was a weird noise.
And like all the backgrounds and stuff, that's also for Serious Sam stuff they were doing. Because they like putting really pretty scenery in Serious Sam. And those
Nice.
just about blowing up monsters.
Go on, say it, Stoker. Say it. Say it.
What do you think I'm gonna say, Jonas?
It happens.
It happens.
That should be the name of a horror movie right there. It happens.
You know, I'm still amused that Jordan Peele is doing a movie that's just called Nope.
It's like that one fake Grindhouse trailer. If you're
Oh,
thinking
don't.
about seeing this movie, don't.
Don't. God, I would watch the hell out of that movie. I wish it
Right.
were real. That was my favorite of all the fake Grindhouse trailers, because not only did it seem extremely believable as a trailer, but I feel like I've seen movies exactly like that before.
Sure. Wink, wink.
Yes, we
But-
have.
but-
Attention, your user profile has now been generated. Download profile. Yes. Congratulations, your new user account has been registered. Would you like to see the details? Display conflicts. User provided an objective response and asked for a subjective one. User sought to maximize both liberty and quality of life, but these ideals are incompatible. User has inconsistent ideas about value. Display psychological profile. Psychological profile. You may already be criticizing your own performance, but it's clear you understand how the world of ideas affects you, even if you are sometimes weary with the realities and allow your preferences to dictate your beliefs. You have a great deal of unused capacity which you have not turned to your advantage. Disciplined and self-controlled outside, you tend to be worrisome and insecure inside, but you pride yourself as an independent thinker and do not accept other statements without satisfactory proof.
Ooh.
So I'm pretty sure that that's just one of those horoscope things that applies to nearly everybody.
Events will happen to you today. You must be a Pisces.
Display account privileges.
It's such a Taurus thing to say.
Basic account privileges only. Due to outstanding notes on your account, and despite displaying many of the characteristics of being a person, you cannot be granted admin status at this time. In the meantime, please enjoy the basic account functionalities. Access COM portal. Currently hold a basic account. Network access is restricted to administrators, so please enjoy the basic functionalities. Log MLA support ticket. I'm sorry I wasn't better able to assist you. If you're still encountering a problem, please describe it. ARG.
Arg.
That's how I
Thank you.
describe
Support ticket
most
has
of
been
my
generated to
problems.
pinned into your profile. You will receive notification when a reply has been sent.
The more I hear this machine talk, the more it sounds like me.
Press 1 for ARG.
Finally. Push button ARG.
We already read all those.
AI feedback.
Can we access these yet? Nope.
Huh.
Yes. Wrong way.
Oh, it's the same thing.
Oh, there's just... Okay. Yeah, there you go. Nice.
Now unlocked. The thing you do.
Aha! It is that thing you do.
It's an icosahedron.
We'll see what it does later.
There is much that you may learn in the halls of my temples, for there is much
These
that
require
you
the
do
thing
not
you
know.
do.
That is why you are a child. These worlds, and we within them, are made of words. Hidden words, invisible to you, yet part of all things. We are a story. Your actions give life to the story, and the story gives meaning to your life.
Progress reply.
You say so, funky dude.
From Nadia Sarabi to Ian mailing list. Progress report 1. Hi all, everything's been moved to the EL facility. I know it's been sad to leave the good old Jeff building behind, but it makes sense for us to be on site, especially as there may be severe power outages in the coming weeks. Arcady's team are already working, but you really don't need to worry about the teams getting in each other's way. The facility is genuinely humongous. Let's get the show on the road. Nadia. Mail error, .dat. From Arcady to 504 recipients. I'll keep this short. You all know me, so you know what I'm talking about. I realize you're all working on projects meant to somehow find a solution. I believe that preserve the non-biological components of not in terms of immediately. You'll find the details of my proposal in the attachment, but the short version is global undertaking. Yeah.
I love all those.
Oh, it's a lot of data corruption. I don't know how else to read it.
You have to say the letters and numbers right.
Yeah, you have to be like.
Stranos Degaria on Beginnings, Fragment. It is a grave error of many philosophers, not only of the Athenian schools, but also many others, that they begin not with observation of the cosmos as it surrounds us, but with a conclusion already in mind. And often that conclusion is that the world was created ideal, and mankind itself the greatest creation of the gods. Yet neither the world nor the gods owe mankind perfection. It is arrogance itself to presume so, and contrary to all the methods of philosophy. The honest philosopher seeks only the truth, even if it bears no comfort, and you must begin by assuming, as Socrates said, that all he knows is that he knows nothing.
Alright.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Can you swim, robot? Can you swim?
That is an important question.
That's not the Tremors quote. Uh-oh.
Behold, I am Elohim, and I speak unto the darkness. Be gone. Excess data cleared.
So,
Push it further.
too much data will corrupt the world. Gotcha.
I always had a feeling.
So I'm curious about something. What do you all think of like the new Matrix movie? Like, do you think it's gonna be good, or like?
Oh yeah, I heard about that. I didn't get to see the trailer for it yet. Oh shoot, I'm
Oh, you
tired.
haven't seen the trailer? Okay.
No, I haven't seen the trailer yet. I gotta check it out.
It's got.
I
Doogie Howser in it.
don't have high expectations. So if it turns out to be pretty good, then it will already meet and/or surpass my expectations.
Okay, so these thingy-doos are called connectors.
Oh. Oh.
They connect
It's,
with lasers to
it's
laser
the equivalent
targets.
of those lens cubes.
Portal? Yeah, kind
Yeah.
of. But those ones specifically could have like one input, one output.
I know.
These ones could connect multiple things in multiple ways.
There's a
It's the
secret
first-
laser collector back here that is red
Nice.
to get a star. So we're gonna have to somehow get red lasers in here.
Doesn't sound too difficult.
I'm very much enjoying the way you're saying lasers right
Lasers. The heads of
Lasers.
frickin' sharks.
Fucking laser beams attached
Waiting
to
for it.
Don't cross the streams.
Words to live by.
Okay, so it's showing you right here. Get two lasers together, they just cancel each other out. So, you have to add something into the blue connector and the blue receiver and the red receiver. Whenever I despair, I remind myself that at the end of this great pilgrimage lies life and the eternal memory of the designer. I need no further motivation. One with Faith, version 10. A lifetime spent solving the puzzles in this place would be one which missed everything of value in it, but we must remember that others will tread this path. We must leave it better signposted than we found it. At version 17. Maybe I'll find a way to get that.
That's some hope for the movie. Okay,
Above all that.
let's just watch the trailer.
reduce elevation to make sure that lasers do not cross. I'm gonna jump on top of more things. Branch it out.
Laser beam.
We notice that there is a connector already up there.
Oh, give me a second. I'll be back.
Do you think you might be able to retrieve it?
You could use it.
Perhaps.
And since we need a red, I can do much good as a blue. Question is, where can we see it from? See it from all the way over here. This wall is too high, but not that one. Hard to keep everything in mind.
Are there different quote-unquote levels in this game, or is it all the same?
Oh, there's different levels.
Okay. Well, I meant like different scenery, I guess.
Yes, there's different scenery. The second world's my favorite one.
All right.
With the Egypt one.
Yes.
Nice.
Egypt stuff is fun in general.
Yeah.
So it says I.
Yeah, this first area is sort of like Greco-Roman inspired, but they go through different sort of areas that have strong religious ties.
Right. Of course.
As you do.
And Egypt's best because Nubis.
That is a compelling argument.
Can't remember how to get it. Oh well, we'll be back.
Or will we?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well said.
I believe it was a wise man who once said, yes, definitely, maybe.
Winky, we have enough for a box.
I thought it was Oasis that said that.
You have now unlocked
Oh, what is it?
You've unlocked Unity.
Companion Cube.
It is totally a companion cube.
Cube.
Why did they never make a weighted companion cube cooler? Oh my god.
Well, Jonas,
Fun
looks
day.
like you've got a
They made
project.
many different things. I have a
They tried
I have a
making a
companion
weighted
cube.
companion sphere, but it just kind of kept getting lost.
yeah. I have above my computer right now. There is a weighted companion cube plush.
Nice.
Yeah, my ex had one of those.
EL.html. L, short for Extended Lifespan, is a groundbreaking initiative by 7 leading universities to create the world's most stable and most durable supercomputer. With its custom-made hardware, bomb-proof casing, and near-inexhaustible hydroelectric power supply, EL represents a unique step forward in the evolution of human technology. The brainchild of Nobel Prize nominee Dr. Agni Chernivtsi, EL will... Links, download press kit, meet the team, Ahref, apply, Ahref, contact. AI citizenship. Reconsider issue 199. Profile Alexandra Drennan. Once a true artificial intelligence has been created, the issue of citizenship is going to come up. If we acknowledge that the AI has all the abilities of a human brain, should it not be considered a citizen? Is it not, in the legal sense of the word, a person and thus potential citizen? But where do you draw the line, some people object. Will the great apes become citizens? Elephants? Whales? The more intelligent parrot species? It's crazy, they will say. I would remind these people that we live in a society in which a corporation, as an abstract entity as one could imagine, is considered a person. So it's not like there's no precedent for a non-human being a person. At least an artificial intelligence is an actual thinking being, not just a business arrangement. But perhaps we do need to question the definition of personhood. Increasing amounts of evidence regarding the intelligence of the elephants or the existence of culture among whales, for example, could be a sign that we need to answer some difficult questions. Who better to debate these questions with than the young genius who revolutionized the...
I was gonna make a joke about the House Pets Animal Initiative.
You must consider these riddles, the Sphinx said, and tell me the riddle that I did not reveal. The Sphinx smiled, the gears in her jaw creaking, her teeth a nightmare of rust. Her left eye flickered, but none of its terror was diminished. The ruins were silent. In the... error. I think, she finally said, that the riddle you did not reveal is this. Why do these riddles exist in the first place? Why do these curious automatons, these mute children of Hephaestus, behave as they do, forcing me to devise these intricate solutions? Each is a riddle, but the greater riddle is their purpose. The Sphinx did not answer. Her eye was lifeless now. Athena removed it from its socket, knowing that its power would aid her, yet feeling also a deep sorrow at the passing of this fearful creature.
Remember a story about Athena coming up against a Sphinx made of rust.
Certification
be
program
some,
is a sham. What does a computer know about humanity? Mills V99. Hey, it's Miller.
What?
That's right there.
Sham.
Mills.
It was you.
Miller, were you the villain all along? Were you the villain?
The villain.
No, I'm the red herring character who comes across as like clearly the villain, but actually my intentions were good the entire time. I just was like antisocial.
Antisocial,
Things that we have
anti-hero.
2 boxes. We
So that
have
one guy
a
in that
box.
one Star Trek.
We have
It's
a
a-
whole bunch of QR codes right here.
Oh, let's see.
What's a hexahedron? Damn, you're right. V13. A powerful device fashioned by the designer. One with faith V10. A cube. Cheap. V69. The edges are beveled, and that makes it a decahedron. Always right. V7. You forgot the indents. With the indents, it's like a super polyhedron. 3 alls T7 V99. But the convex hull is a decahedron. Topic closed. Always right. V7. Wrong. Dog V55.
Rude.
You guys are wrong.
There's only one thing that's right. That's cube.
You can place a cube on a switch.
You also place a cube somewhere and then step up on it.
Yes.
It's just crazy enough to work.
Boing. You have assisted jumping.
Box will jump.
Yes. Just need to desync these. Very annoying.
Well, don't you have 2 boxes?
Epitaph, child program V8, codename Apis, terminated here. Logic, failed random memory test. Final memory dump, I try. Again, I cannot understand. I am not enough. Progeny programs error. Rip Apis, Ted V9.
Yo, can I get F's in the chat for Apis?
No, because Apis doesn't start with an F. You think you can fool me?
Damn, Joker's doing some Galaxy Brain shit over there.
Yeah.
That's actually getting F's in the chat.
Nice.
We gotta do this for everyone that dies. I do not understand why the designer chose to put such flaws into the world. It appears almost as if it were damaged. But I must believe there is a purpose here I cannot see. One with faith, V10.
Oh, it's like the argument of just like, well, if God is good and God created everything, why did God create the devil?
For the lulz. Yeah, that's right. I just brought up a meme that old.
Nice. Can God create Can God create a weight that he can't bench press? And if so, is he really God, or is he just a jock?
If the designer is perfect and he designed me for a purpose, I must be fit for that purpose. It follows that my purpose must not be to seek and hoard every sigil in his land, for so many are beyond the faculties he granted me. One with faith, V10.
Well, that falls apart because you assume that you were created with your full faculties instead of simply created with the ability to grow your faculties.
I have another easy one. One little buzzer.
Oh my god, it's the Death Star. Actually, no.
This
it's
one
probably-
is
These
like
guys
the
do not
bombs.
blow up, they just interrupt lasers.
That one's more like Wheatley.
They interrupt lasers, and if they touch you, they kill you.
Going over the fence. Letting you know that you can stack connectors on top of hexahedrons.
Who doesn't know that? Jeez. I was just saying the other day, hey, you think there are people who don't know that you can stack connectors on top of hexahedrons?
I see it already. At the box on the other side of the other fence.
Yeah.
Clearly, this is just what the robots needed. They needed 6 minds in one body.
Don't we all?
This is it. You know you mustn't cross the streams.
You know New York, you need New York, you know you need unique New York.
Unique New York, unique New York, unique New York, unique New York. Hey Jonas, try red leather, yellow leather.
Nope.
Oh, come on. What about the pheasant plucker one?
We're nerds.
Okay, one left.
I should come up with my own
Friendly
word
crossfire.
voice. Nice. I
I
should
have
come
a
up with my
bunch
own
of
word.
guns everywhere.
Yeah, Jonas, you should come up with your own tongue twister thing that
Yeah.
we can do for warm-ups.
Just make it absolutely nightmarish.
Oh, please
can
do.
you- Rick, can you interact with that sconce on the wall?
Which one?
That thing? Yeah.
This is the Seek Council thing that I can't do yet. Elohim's messengers can read this. One of his flock is need evade. Messenger must be awakened first to respond. You have to awaken a messenger before you can.
Also, now you're posting topics in this game? Rude.
That can't approach. go. Explosion. Oh, star. Box. On button.
I was in school when I first read about the Talos Principle. I think it disturbed me at the time, made me hyper-aware of my body as a physical object, the material reality of the brain. Ideas that made me uncomfortable at first, but I think in the long run, it helped me understand how frail human beings are and how precious. It's not a comforting way of thinking about the world, but I'd rather face the truth than lie to myself.
The more I converse with these terminals, the more I wonder what role they play in this contraption. How do you tell friend from foe when no obvious lines are drawn between the two? Cheap V69. Oh, look. Attention, you received a reply to your user support ticket. Display reply. Topic ARG. User basic account. Reply, sorry, your query was not recognized. Have you completed the standard troubleshooting procedures? 1. Delete existing user account. Delete user prof. Create a new admin account. Email the network administrator. Delete user account. Logging out. Deleting user.prof. User.prof deleted. Create new admin account. Error. Error. User has no registered account, but certification data already exists. Would you like to undertake the certification process again or to achieve a preferable outcome? Okay.
I like the troubleshooting steps.
And it's midnight now.
Yes.
It sure is.
And I hate to say I'm Bush. Oh.
Yeah,
You
we-
sounded a little more tired than usual, GC.
Yeah. I didn't expect to get tired so soon.
It happens to the best of us.
GC, it's like, what, 2 a.m. over there now?
Yes.
Man. You're
Yeah,
hardcore.
GC's a real trooper.
Right?
Mm,
Real mounty.
I guess so.
All the QR codes that we see are from other AIs that have been generated by this program. They're all
fine.
past
Yeah.
AIs.
Most of them are
Uh,
past. There's some concurrency afoot.
Superfox
Yes, there
says,
is some concurrency afoot. They haven't necessarily, died or anything. They may still be around.
It's possible.
It happens.
oh yeah, type GC. I'm in
You did the thing I do.
I'm sure we'll find out.
All right. Well, it's been very philosophical. And remember, tip your robots.
Tip your
Yeah.
robots.
Tip them right over.
Hit the robot.
All
Hit
right.
them for all their hard work.
There you
I
go.
love the philosophy age. Let's have a good one.
Okay.
All right.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night,
Next
sleep tight.
time.
Don't let the robots bite.
They will.
Oh, well.
You can't do anything about it.
Sucks to be you then.
Good night.
Night, everybody.
All right.